Well, as I'm sure you're aware of by now, the whole world is in crisis mode. Most everyone is in some kind of lockdown and are either working from home, an essential employee of some kind, or otherwise just under house arrest. Well, even if that is the case, I'm betting that you still want to make money. Well, if you're that person who likes to make money, and not just any type of money, extra money, then this video is for you. Be sure to click that like button if you find a way that you can make money from this video, and drop a comment with how you're going to execute on that plan. And no, I'm not talking about bailouts or unemployment or stimulus funds or easing those quantitatives. I'm talking about real, honest to goodness money. Let's get into it. What's up, you guys? You're watching B2B Fusion, and I'm your host, Derek West. On B2B Fusion, it's our mission to inspire you to take imperfect action on your finances and business through the power of technology. I'm trying to say that we all have only so much knowledge on any given subject at any one time. You shouldn't let that stop you from pursuing your dreams and taking action to get there. So in any case, millions of people across the globe are quarantined or now unemployed in some way, and businesses, small and large, are cratering like nothing we've ever seen before. I would say it's safe to say we're in a recession. And unlike many recessions that seemingly come out of nowhere and appear to have been caused by irrational exuberance, followed by large portions of irrational panic, this recession definitely has a cause, a very specific cause. The cause would seem to be a combination of panic due to a virus whose name we shall not speak, and the economic lockdown that it has. Essentially, the house arrest of millions and millions of people, and the shuttering of their businesses. Like, who knows when all this is going to be cleared up? It started off as 15 days, then 30 days, then, well, who the hell knows? This might be the way we were forced to live for the rest of our lives, locked up in our homes, unable to access the freedoms we once knew. Well, if that's the case, then at least we should be making some cash. Thank goodness for the power of the internet. Not only would being quarantined in our homes be extremely boring without Netflix or even YouTube, like and subscribe, but it would be next to impossible to make free cash from the comfort or discomfort of your own home. The following 5 ways have been proven to generate cash, and the 5th one is so easy you'll be wondering why you never thought of it before. But on to number 1, refinancing your student loans. Now, at one point in my life, I had a ton of student loans. I probably spent way too much time in college goofing around and not really keeping my head down and learning and preparing to make money. You know, the purpose of college. And after a while, I looked around and realized I have 3 degrees, $60,000 plus in student loan debt, and no job. Not a great feeling. And you may have a similar sinking feeling when you look at your student loans. I had to do it the hard way. I got a job, started paying off my student loans, hunkering down, eating ramen noodles day in and day out. But eventually, I got out from under them. But you can do it relatively easily by refinancing your student loans. And what's more, now may be the time to do it, as the Federal Reserve, as we all know, is going to be keeping interest rates near zero until we're out of this current crisis. Companies are popping up like weeds too, with all kinds of attractive offers to help draw you in. Companies including SoFi, Earnest, and Student Loan Hero. You know, how appropriately titled. So don't do it the hard way like me. Refinance your student loans, get a lower consolidated interest rate, and pay your student loans off quicker. That definitely sounds like a sales pitch, but it's definitely true. Number 2. Get refunds from sales that you missed. Now, have you ever purchased something at full price and then only days or weeks later seen the exact same item but on sale? Well, were you kind of mad that you just missed out on a sweet sale and you paid full price for the item you just got? Well, you don't have to be that guy or gal anymore. Using some savvy and investigative skills, you can get the difference back. Let me walk you through a quick example. Suppose you purchase a shirt at the price of $15. You then later see that same shirt for sale at $10. You could technically go back to the store with your item in hand and the receipt, and with it, get the $5 difference back. I bet you didn't know that you could do that. I didn't know that either until I started researching ideas for this video. I also bet you're thinking that sounds like a ton of work. I know I was, and you're right, it is. But that's why we like talking about technology on this channel. You can have that process automated. How, you say? Apps like Paribus and Ernie do all that work for you. The way they work is that you input your banking and financial data into them. Credit cards is an example. And I know what you're thinking, security concerns. We'll get to that in a second. And really, it's that simple. You input your data and you sort of let them take it from there. Each of the apps has pros and cons associated with them, and let's go over those real quick. So for Paribus, it's absolutely free to use. It saves you time and money when getting refunds for items you just purchased that just went back on sale, and does the search for refunds for you automatically. It gets you money on late delivery as well, which is a little bit of a side benefit. And it compares prices through a browser extension, also a side benefit. Now, we talked about privacy concerns. Anytime you're entering in your personal information into any application, whether it be for comparison of prices, whether it be for credit card searches, whether it be for tracking your spending, you're going to have issues with privacy. You have to make the call yourself whether or not that's a risk you want to take. But privacy concerns are there, and you'll definitely have to think about that. Which is good for me, because I'm in the USA right now. Another problem that this app presents is that it can only be used for certain retails and online shopping only. And back onto the privacy concerns. The app is developed and produced and published by the folks from Capital One. They're well aware of privacy issues, and they're a pretty secure company. Take that for what it's worth. But with Ernie, you can save money automatically via price protection policies. You get cashback services with thousands of retailers. You get credit card price protection. You can save money on hotel booking. There's also a deals platform and a referral program. Well, with all the good comes the bad. You must pay for a subscription to utilize all the features. There are security concerns with this one as well. Some users complain about issues with the service. Ernie definitely shares your contact information with partnered companies. Those are all great ways to save you cash and make money during these trying times, but again, you have to make decisions for yourself on whether or not that's the kind of risk you want to take. But the next great way to make cash is to open bank accounts, or bank account churning. Banks have been offering cash for opening accounts with them for as long as I can remember. When I was a kid, they would give you like $20 or $50 to open up a bank account. Now they'll give you up to $475 to open accounts with them. Must be all this inflation I keep hearing about. In 15 years, they'll give you $1 million to open an account with them. And we all know why. I did a quick search on Google for cash to open up bank accounts, and there were a number of different offers that I came across. That said, you need to be careful of any offer that you find. Not all bank account bonuses are good deals. You should definitely read the fine print before you sign on the dotted line. Watch out for sky-high minimum balance requirements and monthly fees that could eat into your earnings. If you're applying for a checking account, make sure it's a good match that meets your needs. For example, if you need them, double check that there are plenty of branches and ATMs in your area. To ensure that you're not driving miles to meet with a banker or wasting tons of money on out-of-network ATM fees. If you're looking for a new savings account, consider whether you're better off finding another bank that pays more interest. And there are any other number of banks that do this as well. TD Bank, Chase Bank, and each of them offer crazier and crazier bonuses for their checking accounts. And those are just a couple that I came across in my quick Google search. The next thing you want to do to make free money is invest your money. And of course, if you're watching my channel, then you know that you should only be saving when you're not investing. Yeah, within reason though. Of course you need an emergency, and you definitely don't want to do much of your purchasing through credit, but savings and checkings. That said, keeping a large quantity of cash is probably a pretty bad idea. One of the reasons for this is, you guessed it, inflation. And I, for one, have a sneaky suspicion that inflation is going to be a very big part of all of our lives really soon. So you're going to want to park your cash in a place that can beat the rate of inflation. And that is typically through an investment account. Investment accounts set up through IRAs and 401ks. Now I know what you're thinking.
Derek, the market is down like 40 million%. Now is a terrible time to invest my money.
Well, wrong. Now is probably one of the best times to invest your money. When the stock market was at all-time highs was when you should have been thinking about getting into bonds or gold or things like that. Right now is probably the best time to get into the market, as some stocks are at bargain basement prices. We'll go over that in a video coming up very soon. Like and subscribe. You don't necessarily want to get into the market when it's at the highest point. You want to get in when you can get great discounts and deals. Now, an IRA and a 401k are the easiest way to make tax-free money that exists today. They allow you to put money into them and make trades without incurring a tax penalty on a profit until you withdraw out of the said vehicles. The IRA and the 401k. Pretty awesome, right? Now, IRAs and 401ks have limitations. You're only allowed to put in a certain amount of money every year. $6,000 for an IRA and $19,500 for a 401k if you're under 50. 401ks are typically started by your employer on your behalf. An IRA can be started by your broker on your behalf. IRAs have a larger share of investments available to them, and 401ks typically have larger fees associated to them. There is a number of key differences between the two of them, and I have linked to an article in the description spelling it all out. And yeah, again, it's not an affiliate link. The next way to make free money is to search the internet. And best way to make free money is to search the internet. And no, I'm not kidding or leading you on or fish hooking you into some pyramid scheme of craziness. No, there are websites out there that let you search for money that is owed to you and that you may have forgotten about. As an example, If you go to missingmoney.com or usa.gov, you can search for property that you own or even old retirement accounts, bank accounts, IRAs, 401ks that are in your name that was from a previous employer or just something that you forgot. I mean, you never know. There are tales of people finding up to $120,000 worth of accounts that they didn't even know that they had. You won't know until you take a look, so give it a shot. I bet if you give this channel a shot, you're going to find yourself in a better position financially in a very short time. Drop us a comment letting us know if you're going to take advantage of any of these programs and tools to get free money. And also let us know if we missed anything. And be sure to like this video if you liked this video. And subscribe and hit the notification bell so you make sure you get all our latest videos because we drop them weekly and they get better all the time. Not to mention they're jam-packed with value. And remember, a goal without a plan is a wish. A goal with a plan and no action is a wish list. Take action on your business and finances using the power of technology, and we'll catch you later. Peace.